Alrighty, I've got my tea with my froggy gloves. Do you like them? They're new. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. There's a big bird that just flew right into my little garden pod. Great. Obviously in this video I am in a different location. I am in my living room. I don't know how the echo is gonna go in here, but the lighting I just like a lot better, and I love this little section with my plants and little butterfly moment. And on this side, not that you can see because of Monty, but there's little crystals and things like that. I love my little setup that I have in my office. However, it does not get a lot of sun in there, and I've had to try and fix my previous videos to not be so yellow. Since today's video is more of a little laid back, I'm not crocheting or anything like that, I'm just talking with you guys, I thought that I would come down here and film in the sun because it's cold, as I keep saying every single video. I know it's only gonna get worse, so I'm sorry. In today's video, I'm going to go through my top 15 things to bring to a market, things to think about for a market. Some of these things I did bring and they really worked very well for me, and some things I wish I had brought or taken more into consideration and hopefully will for my future markets. So yeah, let's get into it. I have it written on my phone, so if I'm looking down at a little ghost, that is why. Alrighty, number one is a banner or any type of branding. So if you saw my previous video about my market prep and my market day video, I will link them so you can look back on everything that I brought to my market and what my market setup looked like. If you've already seen those videos, you would know that I ordered too big of a banner and it became a pretty big issue when it came to my market and market setup. I have since ordered a smaller banner for my market on the 26th, so that should work a billion times better. I do highly recommend getting a banner, whether it's a banner that you hang on the front of your table, one behind you if you do outside markets that sort of tie around a tent. It's not a tent, gazebo. You know what I'm talking about. Or I've seen tablecloths, table runners that go over your table and you can have your logo on the front there, and that looks really cool as well. But I definitely recommend having your branding very prominent and in your face because you want your name out there. Number two is a tablecloth. I bought my tablecloth. It's just a white one that is like a spandex tablecloth that has little feet covers on each corner, sorry. And it just wraps underneath your table legs and it's form fitted. I chose a white tablecloth just because I know it's scary and it can get dirty. I feel like when you have a white sort of blank canvas in a way, and then you have colorful creations, I feel like your creations will just stand out so much more. But you know, you do you, but definitely have a tablecloth. Number three is a way to display your items. I went for tiered shelves. I did really enjoy the tiered shelves. I feel like it gave height to my market, but there's so many different types of things that you can have to display your items. I've seen little wire cubes that stack. I've seen the little baskets. I've seen bowls. I've seen, what else have I seen? I've seen pegboards. There's so many different things that you can use to display your items. You definitely want some height to sort of make your items stand out even more than they are. But yeah, get totally creative with what you use to display your items. I've seen the little claw machines that people use at their markets, and they make small little plushies, which I feel like is a really fun and interactive way to bring people to your stall. It's definitely a personal preference, but yeah, just trial and error a bunch of different things and see what works best for your stall. Alrighty, number 4 is pricing display. When it came to pricing display, I had 2 forms of display. I had little blackboards and I would stick it at the end of each row of my tiered stands. My second form was little price tags that I had attached to safety pins, and then I had that pinned through the plushie. I use that more for the bigger items and the one-off items. I would definitely want to get to a place where I have little frames and cute little printouts, you know, typed out and with a little photo to put with each item. If there's one tip that I can give you, making sure that it's very clear, very big, what your item is priced at, I feel like saves a lot of questions and a lot of confusion for your potential customers. Number 5 is decoration for your table. For my market stall, I added a piece of fake ivy, mainly because my theme of my business is very earthy colors, very mushroom, nature, frog. So I wanted to get a piece of decoration. It was only one piece of decoration to sort of tie my sign into my market, if that made sense. I do feel like having a theme for your overall market, even if your business doesn't particularly have a theme that you run with, having a theme for your market stall, I feel like really does capture people's eyes. You could do so many different themes for your market. You could do the picnic theme that I've seen a couple of times. You could do a cute little, I don't know, spacey astrology vibe. You could do nature themed, you could do a beach theme, you could do a gaming theme, you could do so many different themes that I feel like would just draw people to your booth, and it would also make them remember it as, oh, hey, that's the chick with a big mushroom on her sign, or, you know, that's the one with a picnic blanket and it looked like we were gonna sit down for lunch by the beach, or whatever it may be. I feel like it definitely just draws people in and it gets stuck right here in their brain. Just got my tea down here. Looks like I've got like a white light, like a torch or something. Okay, number 6 is obviously your inventory, what you are going to bring to your market to sell. I was so worried about this for my first market. I think I ended up bringing 88 items, I believe. So my sort of idea for how much I wanted to bring to the market was I had my tiered stands, I counted how many tiers I had and what I wanted to put on each tier sort of to fill the row. And then I just had a couple of big items to fill the space, and then just a couple of mediums to just put on the front of the table. I think if you aim to fill your table at least, you'll be in a pretty good place. My memory card just ran out of space, so how fun for me. I don't know what your space is going to look like, so I can't really give a hard answer. However, I feel like if you just aim to fill your table, you'll be sweet. For my market coming up now, I am definitely making some extras of things. So my biggest seller at my last market was frogs. So I've made more frogs than I brought to my last market, but I definitely wouldn't stress about that for your first one. I sold out of a few things and I didn't have extras to restock, so I would just move what I had and sort of spread it out a bit more so it still looked a bit full. Have a good variety of price differences, sort of like 75 to 80% of your market be smaller items. Your mediums probably 10-15%, and then 5%-ish for your large items. Number 7 is your business cards and your QR codes. As well as business cards, I had an acrylic sign that I got made up. I think I took a half decent photo of it. I got mine from an Etsy seller in Australia named NVS, printing, I believe. I will tag them below. And then it just has QR codes to everything, which I put at the forefront of my market so that people could scan if they would like to. Number 8 is payment type. I brought my Square Reader and I just brought cash. They were the only forms of payment I did. I didn't do PayPal. I didn't do PayPal or Venmo or anything like that. I did set up Pay ID just in case something happened with the Square Reader. If something went wrong, I wanted to have a backup plan, which I definitely think is important. If I had 2 words of advice, I would definitely bring a battery pack, which I did bring to my market and I didn't need, but it gave me safety of mind to have, just to charge the Square in case it ran out of battery, and to have a backup plan for if that Square Reader has issues or you can't connect to it or whatever it may be, because you don't want to be stressing out trying to figure out a way for people to pay you if something goes wrong. So definitely a good idea to have backup plans. I hope I said payment was number 8, I can't remember. But number 9 is chairs. So I personally pretty much didn't sit at all throughout the market unless I had to. I really didn't want to spend any time sitting down. Obviously, if you need to sit down, you need to sit down. Honestly, take care of yourself first. Even if you don't use it, it's just good to have. I definitely had a couple of small breaks towards the very end of the market when it was dying down a lot. Definitely bring some chairs. We just had camping chairs and they were perfectly fine. They, you know, squish together, they break down, like they just and then they came with a carry case, so you just pop them in the carry case and off you go. Number 10 is bags, or something for your customers to carry their plushies or items in once they purchase them. I had 3 different sized bags. I feel like that was probably a little bit of overkill, but I just had white sort of craft bags. In the future, I will definitely be getting a custom ink stamp and stamping the bags, or getting custom bags or something like that, just so my branding is on it and it's not just a plain canvas. Definitely having some sort of bag for if someone buys multiple items or they don't have any hands to carry them because they bought so many things from the market, you never know. But definitely just having that as a choice or as an option is definitely a good idea. Now, number 11 definitely comes down to the individual and your setup, but bringing extra, how do I even word it? But bringing extra little things that you may need. Bear with me. So for my little tags, price tags that I had on my big plushies, I had them safety pinned to the plushie. So I brought extra price tags and extra safety pins just in case I had forgotten to tag one and I only realized at the market, or one breaks. I brought extra blue tack. I brought an extra marker that I wrote my prices down with, just in case any had faded or some of it had rubbed off. I brought a pen just in case, which did end up being handy. I brought extra blackboards in case I forgot to price something. Yeah, just bringing extra little bits, whether it be buttons or sticky tape or scissors. I took scissors, which was really good for cutting the twine that I used to hang the banner. Oh my God, I've got like a slow cooker right there that I'm cooking homemade chicken noodle soup in, and it smells so good. Number 12 is something that I mentioned in my last video for something that I would do in future markets. That is, if you take custom orders, to have a way for a customer to be able to connect to you to order something custom made. I am currently in the process of making my own website where I will have a tab that people can go to, and sort of I have an idea of having a form for a custom order that will then get sent to me, and then I can email or, you know, be in contact with the customer about their custom order. But in order for customers to know that you do custom orders, it is a good idea, which I got recommended to by my family and my friends, to make a sort of portfolio of the things that you have made in the past for people. So for my custom orders, I have made a few dogs for people, like they have asked me to make their pet dog, so I have made a crochet plushie to resemble them. So what I would do is make a portfolio of all the different dogs with reference images, and you know, say if you want a custom order dog or custom order or whatever it may be, contact me here or go to my website and fill out the form and we'll be in contact type of thing. I feel like it's just a really easy way for people to see what you've done already, and it might even just sort of spark them for a gift for a friend or for their family member is, oh my god, they make people's pets. Julie has a puppy she loves so much, and this person can make a custom order of them. Who wouldn't want that as a present? I don't think I'll have time to have it ready for the market coming up, but definitely for the market after that, I will definitely be, how many times can I say definitely? I will certainly have a portfolio for that market. I've got my hands back now, I finished my tea. Number 13 is a way to track your inventory. Before my market, I did write, because I love handwriting things, I did write everything that I'd brought, the quantities, how much I was charging for, the different colors I had, just so after the market I could, you know, obviously assess what sold and what didn't sell. But also in the Square Reader app, you can sort of log your items and how much they're for, so it makes it 50 billion times easier. It keeps that history of your transactions. So after the market, I could just go through and see how many of each item I sold. You can take a pen and paper to the market and handwrite everything you sell if that's your vibe. However, I just found it so much easier to not really have to worry about keeping track of what I've sold, but definitely keeping track of your inventory I feel like is so important. Not only to know your results of your first market, but then when you're prepping for your second market, I have now looked at that inventory list, and then I have, you know, been able to figure out, oh yep, so I sold 3 out of 6 bees, so I need to make 3 for my next market. You know. Number 14 is how you're going to transport everything from your car to your actual store. For my market, we parked in the car park and then there was a ramp up through the shed, and my store was sort of just kind of inside the shed area. My 8-foot table folds in half, so, and it has a handle, so that's pretty easy. I transported my plushies in tubs where I also put in the tablecloths just so it didn't get dirty. I had a little trolley, which I definitely highly recommend. It was good for all my the things like the blue tack and the sticky tape and the scissors and everything. It was good to keep in there. I just think it's a really good idea so that you're not either doing heaps of laps back to the car, back and forth. Great exercise. Not really fun. Yeah, definitely just thinking of the best way to transport what you have. A good idea when you are organizing your table is to get things that are easily foldable or break down easily, like very compact items. And also on that note, getting everything prepared so that the next morning, all you have to do is you have everything in one spot, we move that to the car, or however you're transporting things. The last thing I wanted to do at 6:30 in the morning was be like, oh my goodness, I have to run around and go get this from here and get this from here, and oh, did I forget my banner? Just try and make it as simple and as easy for yourself as you can. And last but not least, number 15 is food and drink. Do not do what I did. I didn't eat anything for the 5 hours that we were there for. I had 1 coffee and I did take water, but I only had a little bit of water because I didn't want to have to go to the bathroom and leave my partner behind to deal with my store. I really just wanted to be at the store, and I should have been eating and I should have been drinking a lot more water. So don't do don't do what Kayla does. Definitely recommend planning what you're going to eat at the market. Try and maybe pick like fruits or something that you can cut up and then get a fork and eat it with so that you're not risking touching and making everything gross. And it's very easy to get swept up in the excitement and the nerves. I will definitely be better at my next market. You just gotta take care of yourself. Your market will be okay. If you don't have someone sitting with you at your market, I had plenty of really lovely people at other stores who I feel like I would 100% trust to just be like, hey, I'm just gonna pop to the toilet. Can you just let them know that I'll be back in 5 minutes or whatever it may be, and just keep an eye on my stall to make sure no one takes anything. Yeah, they're my 15 recommendations for your first market or your next market, wherever it may be. Honestly, just have fun with it. Just be organized as much as you can be. Try and make it as least stressful for yourself as you can. Markets are so fun, and I'm literally so excited for my next one. If there's any more tips and tricks that I forgot or I didn't mention, please let me know in the comments. My next market on the 26th. I will be going through my inventory in the next video next week, and then I will be showing you my market and my market results again the week after. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss that. Make sure that you're following my socials, where I update everything that I'm doing and when videos are going to be posted. I hope you guys are having a good day or night wherever you may be in this world, and that you are staying safe and sound. And I should hopefully see you guys in the next video for more market prep and for more market days. Take care of yourself, guys. Bye.